Hey team, what's going on? My name is Fictional and welcome back to another CS2 Trade Up video. And so today I'm actually going to be doing a trade up guide, which a lot of you have been asking for a long time, and along with a lot of other stuff in there, just kind of like what website do I use to show the trade up outcomes and calculations and stuff, and where do I get my items and stuff like that. So today I'm going to be showing you that, and I hope you guys enjoy. If you would like to win this M4A4 Tooth Fairy in minimal wear condition, all you're going to have to do is stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how. So today I'm going to be doing a guide into how to do trade ups and why they are so profitable, and just kind of showing you guys my experiences with trade ups and my results with them, and why you should do them. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So to start out with, doing trade ups is a much better option if you're deciding to gamble your money on the game. Cases have insanely low chances to even make a profit or just even get your money back with purchasing them. You normally have to roll a pink, and mind that it has to even be in a good condition to even get your money back. The odds to hit a pink are 1 in 31.28. It makes it just barely over a 3% chance to make a profit each time you open a case. However, like I said, trade ups are super awesome and are a great way to make some money. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the tools that I use to get trade ups going and everything like that. So this first one here is a website called csgoskins.gg. And so here I kind of just use this to kind of take a look at what skins are in what collections. So for example, if we're going for a trade up in the new Overpass collection, let's see here. So if we were trying to do a trade in the Overpass 2024 collection, and I wanted to see how many skins are in, what rarity class here, this is where I'd go. And just kind of seeing what is possible to trade up to and everything like that. Also, it shows you the best prices across some of the top reputable markets, and it kind of gives you an array of sorts here, which is pretty cool. So this next one is a website you see in every single one of my videos, and this is TradeUpSpy. So TradeUpSpy is a website that is obviously for trade ups, and specifically what I'm looking at here is their calculator. And by the way, I'm going to have links for all of these websites in the description. However, for this, what you can do is take a look at pretty much literally every skin and whatever rarity you are trying to take a look at and use as inputs. So for example, let's do a trade up for the MP7 Fade. So let's go ahead and get the SSG Handbrake in field tested condition. Let's start at a 0.24 float, and let's duplicate this 10 times. And as we can see here, this gives us our average float for this trade up if we were to get items with a 0.24 float, obviously across the board. And it also includes the total trade up cost with the total of all 10 items, and it includes the profitability for each trade up. So this is based off of the outcomes and how much money that you get off of them. And it also shows you the average odds to profit here. Obviously, this is 66% with 2 out of 3 being profitable items. But yeah, a pretty simple tool. And you can even go in here, say if you bought items from a third-party marketplace, you can click on the edit tool, custom price, and say you bought it for 34 cents, and you can save that. It will alert you here that the price is 10% over their API price. I believe it's based off of the Steam Marketplace. So yeah, but whenever you do that, it will adjust the trade up cost and the profitability accordingly. So that's super cool and everything like that. So another amazing website that I use for trade ups is CSFloat. So they have an amazing marketplace where you can find skins on sale for much cheaper than the Steam Marketplace and even some other third-party marketplaces. So definitely a website to keep your eye out on. But the one thing I am going to be pointing out here are the tools that they offer, and specifically the CSFloat extension that you can get for Chrome or Firefox. And I am a dweeb and an Edge user, and it's even accessible on there. So I'll be leaving a link in the description for this as well, and you can go there and download it, and I'll go ahead and show you what it does. So here we are on the Steam Marketplace, and CSFloat extension tool is super awesome, and it allows you to see the full float of all items, their paint seed, and if these had them here, it would show the stickers also attached. And it even shows the top 1,000 and I believe bottom 1,000 float ranked items, which is super cool. But yeah, see, it also shows charms and stickers and their scratch percentages, which is super cool. You can also customize the way you view the Steam Market. Normally, this filter right here, the items you see per page, I believe it's set to 20, but you can filter this out. You can set it to 10, 25, 50, or 100. I like to put it to 100. I like to see a lot of stuff. You can also sort stuff by float. So if you click on it once, it will sort stuff by the lowest float. And if you do it the other way, it's the highest float. But just generally a super cool extension to use. There's also even some awesome filters that you can do. And here, if you click that, it will give you kind of a rundown of how to do everything. And I'm not going to explain that, but I will let you guys mess around with that for yourselves. So I'm back on the CSFloat market just because I want to give an example of how you can use this marketplace to lessen the cost on items for trade ups, and also how to put in buy orders and get stuff kind of automated. So what you can do is go over to the market on csfloat.com, and then you just go over to search items. And so for this one, I'm looking for stuff in the Revolution case, and so I'm going to target the MP5 liquidation and in field tested condition. And we are looking for items between a float of 0.15 and about 0.22, let's say that. And let's go ahead and I believe if we just do that, it updates our search. Looks like it does. And so we've got some options here. It looks like it's about the same price as Steam, but we can go ahead and get some of these bought. So let's go ahead and add them to our cart. And then it looks like we are going to have to wait a little bit longer for the other 6, as I'm going to put some buy orders in, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So you just go over here into the item. You go over to next to buy orders, obviously, and hit create. And then if you want to specify stuff between floats and all that, you go over to advanced. And you just kind of specify where you want these items to be between float-wise. And I give myself the same window as I did on the search, 0.15 and 0.22. And then I'll do a quantity of 6 and the max price per item of 0.06. Oh, actually, it looks like there is one for 7. So actually, I'll do 0.08 just to beat out the previous buy order and still keep stuff at a good price. So let's go ahead and get this going. All right, and so while we are waiting for those buy orders to go through, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys just how to use TradeUpSpy pretty much, and just a bit further, and also just kind of showing you guys the outcomes for this trade up. So what I've got going here is the 10 MP5 liquidations at a 0.184 average float or lower, just because that is the average float we are going for, so that we get all of the desired outcomes that we're looking for, mainly the M4A1S, M4S, M4SOR S, whatever, in minimal wear condition, along with the Glock and the P90 Neo Queen, and then obviously the Mac 10 Sakaku is pretty nice just to get it above the well-worn condition. But yeah, so the average float for this is obviously 0.184, the trade-up cost is 80 cents, and the profitability is 106% on Steam, 123% on a third-party marketplace, and the odds to profit are 80% chance. But yeah, so this means that you don't have to get exactly an average float of 0.184, rather a float of 0.184 lower on all of your items. It just needs to average out to that. So for example, in my trade up, I'm going to have some stuff that's like 0.17, some stuff that's 0.20. So you know, it can be a little bit all over the place as long as it just goes under that average float, and then everything will be this exact float on your outcomes or lower. So let's just go ahead and get into the trade up. Okay, so here we are in Counter-Strike, and what you are going to want to do once you get in here is go to your inventory and make sure it is on newest in case you have, you know, just a ton of different stuff for your trade ups. But yeah, anyway, so you'll have your 10 newest items here if you just get 10 like I did. And yeah, so let's go ahead and throw them into a trade up contract. Let's go back to newest and just keep chucking these guys in there. Bam. And so obviously then you just go ahead, click the check mark, hit proceed, and then hopefully we end up with one of the 4 options that give us a profit here. I believe it is the banana cannon that we lose money on since we got from third party. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it, and also just check and make sure and verify that the float on the item is correct and is actually lower or equal to what shows on TradeUpSpy. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it in 3, 2, 1, go. And of course we get the banana cannon, but let's go ahead and check the float, and it is a 0.1803. All right, so take a look at this. This is just a little spreadsheet I have of every trade up I've done on the channel with the amount spent, the odds to profit, the average expected return, and then the profit I actually got on the trade up. So I've done, I believe, looks here to be 107 trade ups total, so that's a ton. But I've split it up between the 50% and up odds to profit and 50% and below odds to profit trade ups. So at the 50% and up, I've done 64. And looking at the results here, this might be a little weird to look at, and I'm going to put the results up on the screen. But I have made $175.60 doing these trade ups. And then the average percent per trade up is 67.5% pretty much. And average cost per trade up was $4.88, and the total cost that I spent was $312.52 on those. And again, profited $175. And then on the lower percentage odds to profit here, I did, let's see here, I did 40 of those, and I netted minus $135. So as you can see, whenever you do stuff that is more in your favor to profit, you make profit. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you would like to win this M4A4 Tooth Fairy in minimal wear condition, all you're gonna have to do is leave a like, comment down below, and also be subscribed. Also, make sure to have your Steam trade link in your YouTube bio so I can get this to you easily. Thank you guys, and have a great rest of your day. All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for the giveaway from last video, which I'm sorry was so long ago. I don't really have any great excuse for that except for lack of motivation. And I'm also super sorry about the 24 FPS video. I got through this entire thing editing it and did not even realize that I locked myself within a 24 FPS video. So next one won't be like that. I apologize. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. It was the Op Aetherus I was giving away from last video, so let's go ahead and see. We got Boba Fassa 9369. He says, nice vid. Congrats on hitting the deagle. Thank you. Mr. Boba Fassa was more like the goat of Fassa. I don't even know. Anyway, we got his trade link here from his YouTube bio. And I think I just passed it. Here we go. Bam, there it is. The Op Aetherus. Congrats on winning the giveaway. And congrats to me for not being able to type. And yeah, let's go ahead and make offer. And we're going to confirm. There we go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.